Okay, I'll just go ahead and pull up my slides, get all the stuff out of the way. Hold on one second. Let's open this out. Put you guys up here, present and present. Okay, here we go.
Looks good. It's right there.
All right. Yeah, here we are. Let's see if I can put you over here. There we go. Okay. So I put together a few slides because, well, you can see all the products that we have. It's a lot of stuff. And so we're going to just go through these products and we're going to make it really simple so that you can get started and you can feel successful right away. But with that said, you know, we're here for you. Kathy, Carrie, Kimberly, Julie, they're already on their MetaPWR journey. And I know that they'll be happy to answer any questions that you have about when to do it. You know, we'll talk about it as we go. And then just don't hesitate to ask any questions because your questions are going to be similar to others as well. Okay, so now, okay, here we go. Sorry. What's going on here? Okay. All right. So what's preventing you from living your best life? And just consider some of these answers. Is it low energy and fatigue? You know, do you just have days where you just have to sit on the couch at 2 o'clock in the afternoon? Are you in a pissy mood? And maybe you don't even notice it, but other people do. And maybe they're telling you that you have to lighten up a little bit. Maybe you're just feeling weak and puny. You just don't have the energy and the stamina that you used to have. Or how about brain fog or just feeling a little meh by the end of the day? I know some of us, our hair is falling out. Can't stop craving sweets and junk. Maybe you hate the way you look in your clothes. Well, you might be surprised to know that your body could be potentially under metabolic stress. And the metabolism of your body is really about the way your body uses fuel for energy. And here's what a few of the testimonials are that I pulled off of this really great Facebook page. And you can see there's somebody that says she lost 30 pounds in 90 days. And then with MetaPWR, it's easier to make healthy food choices and manage her appetite. She doesn't really crave any sodas anymore. Her husband says he feels 20 years younger. And I love this one. She said she didn't know him back then, but she likes it now. And then other people are saying they're just getting a lot more sleep, a lot more quality restorative sleep. And I also wanted to add a photograph. I mean, to me, the pictures speak 1,000 words, right? You can see this woman's before and after picture and how much fluid she's holding onto in her body. And fluid is your body's way of protecting itself. It's inflammation. And so what the body is doing is it's detoxing, it's just becoming more comfortable. And so it's shedding some of this inflammation. You can see that in her face. Amazing, right? Absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's really incredible. So I thought it was kind of confusing about where to go to buy the kit. And so I just wanted to put this right here at the beginning of our presentation, and we're going to look at it again, because maybe some of you are really ready to go and you just want to know where to get it. So there's 2 ways to purchase your kit this month. You can get the whole convention kit. You get all the products that are in the convention kit. It's $250. It's 180 PV. And the catch with this is that if you order your convention kit on your LRP by the 15th of the month, then you can get a free bottle of adaptive capsule and a 15 ml bottle of balance. It's free. They have 2 wonderful promos. So doTERRA really, really, really wants you to try MetaPWR. And so they're really making it quite easy for you to enjoy. Okay, so the other option, sorry, is that you can just order the MetaPWR system collection. And I found this a little tricky to find on my shop tab, but you go to shop, kits and collections, and then scroll to collections, and there it is. And this one is $179 for all the products that we're going to talk about tonight, and it's 150 PV. But then we just want to remind you that if you add 30 PV of additional product, you too would be eligible for the adaptive capsules and the free balance. And I think Kathy and I live off of our adaptive capsules, especially these days. They've been great, really great to help us with overthinking, right?
And
okay.
Just to mention, you don't have to do the extra 30 to get the free balance.
Yeah, because that's the product of the month, 125 PD. Thank you so much. So we're going to let the experts on the call talk to you about some of these products. So who wants to start?
Wendy, I wanted to, if you could just go back one more, there's also a third way to purchase them. And it's, I can't remember what it's called, the MetaPWR System Collection, and then just the MetaPWR System. And it comes up, you know how if you're on loyalty rewards and you buy the lifelong vitality, you can add on, there's Suzanne. And you can add on other products like the deep blue polyphenols or the Mito to Max. So this qualifies. It's like the lifelong vitality. So if you go in there and you put in the MetaPWR system, you can add any one of those other supplements that you could add along with the lifelong vitality down. And
That starts in November.
Yeah,
it came up on mine. Kath,
It did, because they said it was going to start in November.
Well, what's going to start in November is to buy any of the MetaPWR products individually.
Oh.
But right now, if you go in there and let's say you're used to getting your deep blue polyphenols, which Wade takes those all the time. So we ordered his kit yesterday, and we added the deep blue polyphenols for the, for the 25 instead of the 45. So it's really cool that they did that. So I just wanted to say that as well. That's another thing that they kind of snuck in there, and I can't remember which one it is, but if you haven't ordered yet and you want that, just click on both of the MetaPWR systems and see, one of them will come up and say, would you like to add more to this? And then you can, and then you could just delete the other system. So just wanted to say that. So, okay, we can move on to the next slide now, Wendy. Thank you. So there's 3 components to the whole MetaPWR system. And some people are like, oh my God, this is going to be so confusing. It really isn't. You're going to get a lot of products, but we're going to explain to you why you're going to get all these products in the system. So we're each going to talk about one of the products. There's the MetaPWR Metabolic Blend. There's the MetaPWR Assist. And then there's also the MetaPWR Advantage. So first off, we're going to talk about the metabolic blend. And many of you may be somewhat familiar with it because you might have tried Slim and Sassy. So this is the MetaPWR blend. It comes in a 15 ml bottle. And let me explain to you what MetaPWR, it doesn't taste anything like Slim and Sassy. And I will tell you that because I never liked Slim and Sassy. I tried it. I put it in my water. I just felt it was too strong. Some people loved it. It wasn't for me. And I've heard a lot of people say that they thought it was too strong. But it actually did help curb cravings, and it was great for, rubbing onto cellulite. Well, when they have been formulating this whole MetaPWR system now and doing research and all these preclinical studies and all of this for the last 5 years. So they decided to look at Slim and Sassy and see if they could improve it. And they were looking at all the different chemical constituents, the natural constituents of each of the 5 oils that's in there, which is grapefruit, lemon, cinnamon, ginger, cinnamon bark, and peppermint. And so what they did is they played around with the ratios. So that's all they did is they came up with different, they tried one ratio, then they made another ratio, different ratios, and then they did another one. So then they did a study and with all of the different blends, okay, the 3 different trial blends with original Slim and Sassy and then the other 2. And although they got, so here if you look, the bar graph, the gray is actually the MetaPWR, the yellow is the Slim and Sassy, and then the orange is the trial blend. And so what they did is they had 15 people, and it was a 2-week double blind placebo study. And anyway, so they gave this out to everybody, and they had everybody hooked up to glucose monitors. for the full time. So they could gauge everything, right? And this is just one of the studies that they did. And if you look and you see how much better the MetaPWR brought down the cravings and kind of the whole the fat process, how it's stored. So it just was hands down better than the Slim and Sassy. So that became our new model. Okay, so now it's called MetaPWR, and then they put it with the rest of the system. I'm not very scientific, you guys, so I probably am sucking at this, but I'm trying to do my best. Okay, so if you can go back, Wendy. So we got it in the 15 ml bottle, just like we do the Slim and Sassy. You put it in your water. I have been drinking it every day. I love it. I actually really love it, which I cannot say about the Slim and Sassy. So I'm thrilled. But there may be some people that don't care for the taste of it, and that's just fine and dandy, because guess what? They put it in gel caps, and doTERRA's done that with so many of their products. And I love it because some people don't like, they want just something to swallow. So it's just the gel cap with the oil in it, right? And so it's a small little gel cap, easy to swallow. So you can take it that way. They also created beadlets. And so the little beadlets, so now we have peppermint beadlets, On Guard beadlets, and then the MetaPWR beadlets. So you have different ways of delivering it. And then lastly, we've got the MetaPWR satiating gum. So it's, just chew a piece of gum and it'll kind of hold your cravings down. Well,
that is awesome.
It is. So you've got all these choices.
And it lasts so long.
Yes.
You know, most gums get really hard, like 3 minutes. And this one lasts a long time. You don't flavor the whole time. But I love them. I got them last month, and I'm 2 of them. And
Good.
I'm just about out already.
Awesome. Yeah.
Good.
They are great. So you've got all the different delivery systems. So you're going to get all of that in your kit. Now, does it mean you need to order this stuff every month? Not necessarily. You may love the gum and the beadlets, and you don't want the oil, and you want the gel caps. That's fine. But I'll tell you, the oil is also good. So Emily Wright mentioned dry brushing with MetaPWR. So, and it will help kind of like reduce your cellulite on your legs. So I just haven't done that yet, but I think I'm going to start here real soon doing that. So the MetaPWR blend does many different things. It can actually, they say it may actually reduce the size of the adipose fat cells, which is where your fat is stored, or the energy is stored, and it's stored in fat cells. So it can reduce the size. We've got, what else does it do? It just, any sort of sugar cravings or in between meals, it will help stave that off until you eat your next meal. So it's just great stuff. And I think, can you guys think of anything that I missed?
You can also diffuse the MetaPWR blend too, which I thought was really nice.
Yeah. Yep.
I was saying that you might want to tell people it's not their teeth you want to brush, it's your body when you do dry brushing, just in case, because I dry brush every day in the shower. That's like my autoimmune secret, right? And I love it. And so, yeah.
Good point. Thanks. Thanks, Gary. Awesome. So
Okay,
you guys, I think, are really going to like it. Yeah, we're done. Next.
Okay,
next
done with this one. We saw the bar graph, and now we're on metabolic assist.
Okay, so this one, I love the assist. It's not actually a soft gel, it's a capsule that looks like the, what is it? The never mind, it's a capsule.
Yeah, and it's small, but it's small. Oops.
It's a small capsule, yeah. It's nice and small. Anyway, this is to deal with carbohydrates, and just a quick little thing on carbs. We all know carbs, and we know that there are simple carbs and there are complex carbs, and think of them in a chain, and the complex carbs, a long chain, and the sugar and desserts and all of those processed foods that you eat and the drive-throughs you go through, those are short chain. Those are simple carbs, and those, because they're short, because they can digest quickly, they go into your bloodstream and they spike your blood sugar quickly. The longer chains take longer to digest, which is why your complex carbs and your vegetables and your fruits are far better for you, because they take longer to digest and the carbs do not hit your bloodstream as quickly. So what this product does is, let's think of a car. If you're using your car brakes and you're slamming on your car brakes and then you're speeding up and then you're slamming on your car brakes and then you're speeding up, you're going to trash your car faster than if you were driving at a steady speed. If you think of it that as your body, if you're eating and spiking your sugar, you're going to be trashing your cells inside. It's just going to do the same kind of damage without you even really being able to see it, though. Mm-hmm. So there is a component to the assist, and it's called mulberry leaf extract. And this is the key secret to it. It's going to help you regulate your blood glucose levels after your meals. You're going to reduce the absorption of the carbs. I've heard up to 42%. And then it's going to enhance your healthy fat metabolism. It also has in it a bioactive plant compound that reduces your total cholesterol. It lowers your LDL, which is your bad cholesterol, and it also will lower your triglycerides. The grapefruit in it is balancing and it's uplifting to the mind, and it's been used medicinally by the French to help with cellulite and digestion. And I will put a little caveat in here. My cellulite is diminishing, so I am super excited. I'm not putting it topically on my legs, but it is going away on my legs.
That's awesome.
The next component's lemon. It's just invigorating, enhancing, warming, and it's going to promote your health and your healing and your energy. Peppermint's in there. It's purifying, stimulating to the human mind, and it also will help soothe digestive difficulties. Ginger's in there to help increase your physical energy and promote more healthy digestion. And last but not least is cinnamon bark oil. It enhances the action of the other oils, and it also improves your circulation, your digestion, and your energy levels. So it's key for my diet and my life.
Excellent. Anybody have any questions about either one of those products before we move on to the next one?
Wendy?
Yeah,
I do. I'm just wondering what the dosage is for each of those products.
yeah, we're going to talk about that, but you're welcome to have
okay,
that now
well,
if you want
I'll
to.
wait.
That's fine. Oh. Okay. Okay. All right, hang on to your hats. Okay, the next one, and I'm going to talk about this one because I have a love affair with collagen. So when Kimberly and I were putting the class together, I said, oh, can I talk about collagen? I'm a big fan of learning about collagen. It's an amazing aspect of your body. Your body is made up of about 30% protein, and collagen is the most abundant protein in your body. So I have 3 things I want to tell you. That's the first one. Collagen is an abundant protein in your body. The next thing that I want you to know is that you make less collagen as you get older. And then the third thing I want you to know is you can supplement to add more collagen to the body. So let's go back and talk about collagen and what it is. And, it's this abundant protein, but so what, who cares? If you didn't have collagen in your body, you'd be a little noodle. Would all be just like laying there on the floor. Right? So Julie knows this because we talk about it when we do the melt method. This is what we're stimulating, this collagen production. So next to water, collagen is the most common component of your connective tissue, of your fascia. And collagen provides structure to the tissue. As I mentioned, if you didn't have it, you'd be a noodle on the ground. And it can stretch to just a little bit over 10% of its original length without any damage. And it just provides this scaffolding in the body. What I didn't realize was that we have about 28 different types of collagen in the body, but many of these different types of collagen, researchers are still not quite sure what it does. So of the 28 types, we have type 1 that builds skin, bones, tendons, and ligaments. And from what I've learned, most of the other products that have collagen out in the marketplace, this is where they spend all their energy with this type 1 collagen, particularly for your skin. But we also have type 2 that helps you make cartilage, which is that flexible tissue that you have between your joints. And it's in your nose and it's in your ears. And then the third type of collagen actually helps you with wound healing. So you can tell now if the levels of collagen drop, which we're going to talk about in a minute, you're compromised with structure, with your ability to heal, with the cartilage production. So, you know, let's talk about how to boost that up. So you make less of it as you age. We can't measure the volumes or the levels of collagen, but you certainly can feel it and you can see it in your body when those collagen levels drop. And I think we'll all be able to relate to these little signs and symptoms. Joint pain, right? And then stiffness, especially in the morning when you get out of bed and you feel like, oh, everything's tight and sticky. I know cats are just really good at that. The first thing in the morning, you just really need to stretch out. And we feel like we need to do that too. Other symptoms could be papery skin. You know, as we get older, your skin gets thin. Headaches, migraines. I mean, things that you might be thinking that don't have much to do with collagen, but your fascia goes everywhere. So it affects every system of your body, everything from poor sleep to crummy digestion. It's all going to be impacted by healthy levels of collagen. What hurts your collagen production? Well, you might be surprised to know that sunlight damages your collagen production and smoking does. And then sugar, which makes the collagen fibers, instead of kind of long, slender threads of collagen, they kind of get twisted and they get tangled up, and it leads to a loss of skin elasticity. And you can actually see it, you know, sometimes you can see that loss of tone, right, in people's skin. That's a dead giveaway. So we can increase collagen, and there's several ways to do that. We could talk about your diet, which, you know, I think with this whole MetaPWR system, the thing that kept coming up during the convention was we still need to be eating a healthy diet. We still need to be managing our stress and getting sleep, and we need to have great relationships. You know, all of those things are still in play, but this whole system just gives yourself a reboot. And you can see that in people's testimonials. It's just so much fun to go in and look at people's pictures and read what they have to say. So our MetaPWR Advantage collagen has a really great absorption rate. It's one of the things that makes our collagen different from other collagens that are in the marketplace. And just a quick raise of hands, how many of you have tried a collagen supplement before this one? Yeah, did you notice any changes? Did anything? Yeah, I didn't notice anything either. And so some people say yes, some people say no. And that's because, well, first of all, we're all different, right? And so you're taking a collagen product and your body's like, I don't know what this is. I don't know how to absorb it. And if you did absorb it, your body's going to decide that it's going to go to your cartilage and not your face, which is maybe why you were taking it, right? So your body is just going to decide where it's going to go. Okay, so our particular collagen is 12 times more absorbable than the standard collagen supplement on the marketplace. And so how did they do that? Well, doTERRA sources their marine fish in sustainable places. And they have this process called hydrolyzation, which breaks the collagen down into fragments. And that allows your body to more easily absorb these fragments of collagen rather than these whole chains of collagen. So the collagen products on the market contain about 15 to 35% collagen tripeptides. These are 3 chains of collagen filaments. And the MetaPWR Advantage collagen contains over 75% collagen tripeptides. So it has a much better absorption rate. And again, in some cases, it's 12 times more absorbable. And some of the testimonials are directly related to the body's ability to absorb that MetaPWR collagen and actually use it. And again, that's what's so exciting to me, because I tried taking collagen before and I just ended up feeling like it was kind of an overpriced protein powder. It just didn't really do anything for me. So some of the things you're going to notice when you take it will be improved skin tone. Can I hear a yay? Yay. Okay, good. Less joint pain. And I've been reading that over and over and over again.
Yay.
Yay. And improved mood. Yay. And
Yay.
those who love you are saying yay as well. And then restorative sleep. And again, collagen is part of that fascial system. That system is body wide. So it's everywhere. It's going to affect every single system in your body. So collagen is abundant in your body until it isn't, right? We're just reviewing. And then you need a supplement so the cells can function as if you were much younger. And there are more fantastic ingredients in the MetaPWR collagen. It's just one piece, but there are others. And we'll save that for another day because we don't want to get too long-winded here. We want to make sure that we've got your questions answered and just kind of keep up the excitement for getting this product in your hands. So again, it doesn't have any yucky stuff in it, no gluten, corn, dairy, can beat all that stuff. Promotes healthy biological aging. And one of the things, again, in convention, they were talking about lifespan versus health span, or health span versus lifespan. I almost brought that video up for us to watch. But for many of us, we're living with morbidity, and that means you are in a declined physical state for years before you actually pass away. 8 to 15 years of a low quality of life. And so the goal with taking this particular system is to improve the metabolic system so that your lifespan and your health span are in a more equal relationship. So you can be healthier longer and you can live longer as well. Okay, so I think that's all I'm going to say about that. Does anybody else have any questions, comments, concerns, criticisms?
I just wanted to say one of the things, she talked about why this collagen source is so different, but the biggest thing is that there's 9 unique collagen types in our collagen, and there's really nothing on the market. There's a few that maybe will have 2 types of collagen in it, but most of the collagen on the market is just the one for the skin. Yeah. So having these 9 unique types in this just sets us apart from anything else. And the price point, I think, is really good for what it is. So.
Yeah. And you know what, let's talk about that price point for a minute, because I shared on This Stuff Really Works a great testimonial that I hope that you'll all take a minute to read. It's a little bit lengthy, but there's some really great pearls of wisdom in there. And one of them was, yeah, okay, this is something that I'm going to be on for the rest of my life, but I'm not buying all those crappy snacks. I'm probably going to save myself from going to the doctor. I'm going to have a better quality of life. And so, pay me now, pay me later, right? You might as well just try it and just see if you're having some of these great revelations that I've been seeing on Facebook. It's so exciting and so much fun to hear from my friends, Julie and Carrie, and people that have been struggling for a long time, and they're finally making these huge breakthroughs, and just rebooting that metabolism is really a game changer.
Yeah.
Okay, so so this is how to add it to your day. And so I'm not the expert here because I haven't gotten my kit yet. So would somebody like to talk about how they're taking it? I have 2 slides for this.
Kath, you want to talk about?
Sure, I'd be happy to. So when I get up in the morning, I'm one of what doTERRA is considering a super user for the first couple of weeks, because I had a bad diet. I have excess weight. I have saggy skin. I am losing my hair. I mean, I am a freaking mess. I'm going to say I was a freaking mess. The stress that was in our lives was just, it just was taking a toll. So I decided that I was going to be what they were referring to as a super user. So when I get up in the morning, I take my Advantage powder in a glass of water. I use a shaker bottle because it mixes it up really nicely, because I'm also going to add in a couple of drops of my oil. I have ice in there because I like it tasting really cold. And I put some lemon oil in mine too, because it just gives it this even more of a lemonade, cinnamon lemonade kind of flavor. It's kind of nice in the fall because it's got a little bit of a spice to it. I think it would be really nice in tea, actually, the oil. I digress. So I take the collagen powder with a little of the oil in it. I take a soft gel, the oil soft gel, and then depending upon if I'm going to be eating a bigger breakfast, I will take one of the assists with my breakfast, probably 15 to 30 minutes before it, because that gives it a chance to get your body ready to pass those carbs on through. Then at lunchtime, I will take another assist. If I usually take 2 of those a day. So with 2 of my bigger meals, and I really only eat 2 meals the way I'm fasting these days. So I'm taking one with each meal. And then in between, I'm using the gum, I'm using the beetlets, I'm adding the oil to my water, just whenever I think about it. It doesn't really matter. You're not going to OD, but I feel like because I want to get rid of some of this fat and get more energy and cut some of the cravings, I want to bring that oil and those beetlets and the soft gels into my diet throughout the day. Okay. And then I will sometimes in the afternoon take a second collagen. I did that for the first probably 8 days. I'm cutting back now to just 1 collagen a day. And I'll probably cut back at some point in the next week or 2 down to 1 assist a day. So it would be really easy for those of you that aren't trying to jumpstart to take 1 powder, 1 assist, and then 2 or 3 soft gels and oil, some combination of the oil throughout the day.
And Kathy, are these directions written somewhere on the system? Are they on the box or anything like that?
You know, I'm sure they are. I haven't looked at it for a couple of weeks, so I'm sure that I did see that. Back
they're on the bottles. They do tell you on each of the bottles what to do with it, but generally speaking, you know, as Kathy said, she's a super user. I'm just taking one packet of the Advantage a day, and I love it. I was really shocked that I like it. It's so easy to drink, and I take it anytime in the morning. I just like it in the morning. So it can be, you know, with breakfast, after breakfast, before lunch, whatever, around that time. But the most important thing to remember is probably the assist. Everything you're going to take, it doesn't really matter. You want to take it with your meal, but the assist, you want to take it with your largest meal of the day. So the heaviest meal eating. So that's just most important.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but just to be clear, the assist is for that carbohydrate absorption. You know, that's the one that's going to slow the carbohydrate down. Okay.
So with your biggest meal that's when you want this.
Okay. So in the morning, if
breakfast or dinner, whatever, everybody's different. And so you take it with your biggest meal.
Okay. So for the newbies, and I would put myself in that category, I'm looking at this slide here, and it says to start my day with the MetaPWR Advantage collagen powder. And I've read that you can put that in an 8-ounce glass of water or a 5-ounce glass of water. It just kind of depends on you. Ice, many people are liking it with ice. And that you can add the MetaPWR Advantage essential oil. And then if you want a little bit more citrus, you can add a lemon to that as well, right?
Yes.
And then
I will just tell you, I keep everything simple. I have a little 6-ounce mason jar with a lid. And I just keep that. I put 5 ounces of water in there. I throw my packet in, I shake it up, I drink it. I don't add anything else to it. It makes it super easy. Okay, great.
And then on this graphic, we have the MetaPWR soft gel. Now that's not the assist, right? That's the MetaPWR soft gel.
Right.
That's like the oil, okay? And they're taking it with their Lifeline Vitality Pack. So this isn't necessarily going to replace your Lifeline Vitality Pack because it's a different system. You know, the Lifeline Vitality is all of those fruits and vegetables, all of your vitamins and minerals, all of your brain health, all your nutrients. So it doesn't replace it, you're taking it in addition to. And that's why, you know, Kimberly's comment about when you purchase the Lifeline Vitality Pack, as I'm understanding, will it be a drop-down menu then to purchase the system? Is that what you were saying?
Well, what I'm
before?
saying is when you purchase the system, you
Oh,
can,
it has a drop-down.
yes. So either Lifelong Vitality or the system has a drop-down menu. So that's super cool.
Very
But
cool.
yeah, it really is. But with the Lifelong Vitality, as Kathy was saying, as of November 1st, we didn't want to get into all these details, but on November 1st, you can add extra, like because Kathy wants more of the collagen, she can add an extra collagen packet to her
Yeah.
Lifelong Vitality.
Right. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
Or I
Julie.
may not, come November, I may not need any more gum. I may not need the beadlets. I may not need the whole system. I just want the soft gels and the assist and the advantage. And those are drop down options starting in November when you buy your Lifelong Vitality, and they are at a reduced price in that drop down option.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm
Oh.
totally taking my Lifelong Vitality right alongside all of these things because it isn't, like Kimberly said, a replacement. And these are all on this graphic. These are all done in the morning.
Yeah, this is the morning, and then I'm going to go to the next screen. And this is kind of what Kathy's saying, you know, she can customize, and I've heard Julie make comments in this regard too, that you can take things at various times during the day. And so there you go, you have the MetaPWR soft gel, that's the essential oil blend in the soft gel, and you're taking it after a meal. And so that's,
I
is that
take it
helping
with the
you?
meal.
With the
It
meal,
doesn't
okay.
matter.
Okay. And then the assist, you're taking that one a day with your largest meal. And I've heard people go, well, I don't know what my largest meal is going to be, but does it matter? I mean, can you just take it like for dinner?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
I take it in the
matter.
morning and at night. I'm a super user
Yeah.
like Kathy, and I can't believe, oh my goodness, you guys. Wow.
Okay.
I have
Okay.
no cravings for chocolate and sugar. Like I
Yeah.
was on a diet before doTERRA convention to get off sugar. I was struggling and I was thinking about it. I dreamt about it. And I don't even go to Starbucks and get my coffee every day like I used to. I am
Yeah, that was
saving
the
so
other thing.
much money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caffeine. Yeah, I've read that too, that people aren't craving their caffeine either. And that's really cool because we're using caffeine to energize the body, but now the body's becoming much more efficient at taking the nutrients from your food and absorbing them into the bloodstream. So how cool is that?
I
And
can't even
then-
describe to you. It's amazing. Like I think I can't believe how much better I feel and how I don't crave garbage food. Yeah, I'm so
That's
excited,
awesome.
you guys. I can't wait till a month. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how everybody's doing. And then the oil, the gum, and the beadlets, you're taking that whenever you feel like you need to. So I hope that these last two slides have been helpful for you. I can get a little overwhelmed when I get all these products, and you know, it's about habit stacking. You know, how do you remember how to do this and that? But if you're taking Lifelong Vitality Pack, so easy to just add something else. You know, that's habit stacking, when you have a habit and you add something new to it. And then, you know, I don't know, do we have any strategies for helping you with this other stuff? Maybe keeping some of these assist and soft gels in your purse in case you're going to be out and about during the day. You know, it's easy to have the gum and the beadlets in your bag.
I
but, you
did
know,
that while I was out of town this weekend. I kept the assist, an extra packet of the advantage in my purse, and some gum.
excellent.
And I when I needed, I was mostly eating away from the house, so I had the assist, and I just decided, if you don't know which is going to be your biggest meal, take one before each meal. You know, it isn't going to hurt you. It's just
No.
going to help.
You're a
So
super user.
this is the sachet, you guys. And the packets, yeah, the packets are tiny. They fit
Yeah.
down in your purse easily.
Yeah. Okay.
So
All right. Oh, so this is Kathy's testimonial. I saw this on Facebook. Kimberly and I were just super excited about what you had to say about your experience. So I just went ahead and put it on here. But maybe Kathy, you just want to give us a little update or just reinforce what's here?
Yeah. The update, my weight loss has stayed the same, but I'm on day 11 now. And I'm going to look and do the quick math. I did it in my newsletter today, but my chest, I started my chest at 46 and this morning it was at 42 and a half.
Wow.
So that means back fat's going away. And I put on a t-shirt and it's like, wow, this is kind of loose. It feels so good.
That's
And
awesome.
then
Wow.
my waist started, where is it? I'm on to 42 and I went from 42 to 38 and a half
Wow.
this morning.
That's
And then this is, you know, real life here. I'm telling you all my stuff. Thigh was 28 and a half and it's now down to 26 and a half each thigh.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
incredible.
That's 2
11
inches
days.
off of each thigh in 11
You guys,
days.
she hasn't
Yeah.
changed her eating habits. As a matter of fact, she was partying all weekend. Eating and
Exactly.
drinking.
Yeah, I haven't changed anything yet as far as my anything. I will tell you that my face is insanely less puffy.
Yeah.
I have those really droopy eyelids situation, and I put 2 pictures side by side today just to see what it looked like. My eyes don't have that hooded thing as much as they used to already. And I don't know if that's fat going away or a combination of fat going away and my skin collagen elasticity getting better. So I've just noticed so many changes. I won't bore you with all of them, but
Oh, it's not
awesome.
boring at all. It's really
No, no.
it's
inspiring.
just so
Tell us.
incredible because I just feel like I am seeing all of these things happen on the outside, but what that really means, really means that think of all of the incredible shifts that are happening inside to make those outside things happen. You know, the cells are getting healthier, the collagen is getting stronger, my body fat ratio is changing. It's just incredible that something can be, in my opinion, this freaking powerful, that you can have those kinds of changes so really quickly.
Yeah.
It's just blowing me away. This is truly, like they were saying on this call I listened to, the largest, most important launch in network marketing history. That it's going to change so many millions of lives that it's just incredibly exciting to know that there's going to be so much more Viv and Verve out there in the world.
Yeah. True.
Excellent. 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 We could take just what Kathy said and share that with people, and that would be enough. This is so great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what's next here. Oh, and I'm just going back just to remind you again that and actually now we know there are 3 ways to purchase, right? So the first way you could consider getting your MetaPWR system is buying the whole convention kit. And we didn't really talk about the other products that are in the kit. We did a product reveal a month or so ago, and we talked about many of these products already. But they are some really interesting and fun new products, some great essential oils. There's the shampoo and conditioner bar. There's a hand sanitizer, and all kinds of wonderful things for you to consider. And then the other one is to just get the system, just get the MetaPWR system. And then with either one of those purchases on your LRP by the 15th, you're going to be getting the promos. You can get the adaptive and the balance oil for free when you get the convention kit. And then if you just want to add 30 more PV, you can get the same deal with this one. That's not hard. That's easy. And then I just want to know, what's your next MetaPWR step? So you can learn more about MetaPWR. You can go in and do a really great training. How many of you have done the training? Yeah, it was really good, wasn't it? So some of the information that we put into our slide presentation tonight comes from that training. So you can enroll, anybody can enroll, it's free. And when you go into this training.doterra.com, you'll find all kinds of training. They have the sun care product line in there. For a fee, you can become certified in essential oil certification. It's really cool. And then if you want to hear those testimonials that I picked up and placed in here, you can go and join that Facebook group, and anybody can do that. You can just take a look and see how people are using it. And, you know, we're sharing all these wonderful things that are happening, but I feel like I should say too, that every body is different. And so when you start using MetaPWR, just give yourself permission to be curious and drink your water and make sure you're getting extra rest, because part of this is going to be a detox for some of you. So just be patient.
And you guys too, what I want to tell you, please share your stories on this stuff really works, because it's so encouraging for every one of us, and everybody has different things going on. For me, you know, I've got this extra fat around my gut, and I've got certain things that I eat that just totally bloat my gut out, and I look like I'm pregnant after I eat it, like gluten, dairy, certain things. And I'm telling you, since I started this, my gut is not getting as big. It's just incredible. It's just like, it's feeling flatter. But for me, the biggest thing is I'm sleeping. Like, I just can't believe how good I'm sleeping.
Yeah, that's
I go to
great.
bed usually between 9 and 10 o'clock. And I used to always wake up anywhere between 2:30 and 3:30. And then I'd wake up, I'd pee, and then I'd crawl back in bed and I'd lay there and, you know, think of all the things that I should do or shouldn't have done or need to do or whatever, right? Laundry list. And it would take me a good hour sometimes to fall back asleep, and sometimes longer. And I swear, since I started taking this, I want to say maybe like on day 2, I slept straight through without waking up to go pee. And I slept straight through to like 5. And I was like, holy moly, I got up and I had to pee like a racehorse, of course. And then I went back to bed and I went back to sleep. And then like the next day, I've been sleeping until like about 6 almost every morning. And I haven't done that in so long. And so just the good sleep. So when I wake up, I feel so refreshed instead of groggy, because I, you know, was laying there trying to go to sleep in the middle of the night. So that for me is worth its weight in gold. You know?
Yeah, that's great. That's really great. Excellent.
So,
And again, if anybody has any questions about how to use this, or maybe there's a, you know, maybe there's a side effect that you're just not quite sure is right or normal, just let us know, because you know, we've all had some experiences with that. I know, I think it was Julie that took the MetaPWR collagen at night. Maybe was it you that took it at night?
was
Somebody
me.
had taken,
That was Kathy.
Kathy had taken it at night, and was it not as successful? Yeah.
No, and that's because one of the doTERRA people mentioned at convention or in one of the courses that they took it at night because they were older. So I thought, oh well, there must be a reason. I'm going to try it and take it after dinner in the evening like he does. Well, I got wired. It wired me there.
Yeah.
I was not sleeping for beans. So that doesn't work for me. And that's why it's kind of nice to play around with it a little bit.
Yeah.
I also experienced a couple of days, like between maybe day 4 and 5, maybe that I had some loose bowels, but I think it was just pulling some fat out of my body. And like, if you take MCT oil, if you take too much, it makes you have the same issue. So that happened, but I kept going. I didn't stop, and I worked my way through, and it stopped within a day or 2.
Yeah.
I had a couple of days of headache, and quick headaches, not all day. And then that subsided after a couple of days also. So
Yeah.
there are some things that aren't life-threatening. So I worked my way through it and didn't worry about it, and read that other people were experiencing the same thing, which is nice about this testimonial page. You see what people are having success with, but you also read what people are struggling with and how they overcame it, or whether or not they did or didn't. But everybody seems to be working through all of the symptoms that may be less comfortable within a day or 2, and then finding big success.
and honestly, very few people have had any symptoms, any issues with it at all. And I will tell you the other thing, my energy level all throughout the day is just steady. It's just Eddie, and I love it. I feel
Yeah.
more alert, which has been a big deal for me because I feel like the last couple of years, any of those, I know there's a few of you that are all in your 60s with along with me, and I swear the older I get, my brain sometimes it's frustrating, and I feel like I'm more alert and just on it more since I've been on
Yeah.
this stuff. I think I'm only like day 8. So just
Wow.
incredible. I'm just blown.
Congratulations to everybody that just went ahead and did it. And thank you so much for sharing your story with us. It's very inspiring. And I know other people are really going to be excited to start their journey
Yes.
too. Okay. All right.
I'm
All
ready to
righty.
go. Ready to order.
That a girl.
Guys, convince me.
I know. I can't wait to hear everybody's story.
Energy, energy.
Mine
Yeah.
comes Friday.
Okay.
Ooh,
Good.
woohoo! Awesome.
You're gonna love it. Your car's gonna drive at a steady speed.
Yeah.
It's gonna drive itself.
Yeah.
I've gotten so much done. Oh,
You've gotten so
Yeah.
much done.
so much done. I mean, it's every night I work outside till dark, and I have so much energy.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I thought I
Well,
had
that's great, Julie.
And
It-
I can see it in Julie's face.
had energy before.
Can you see
Yeah.
it in Julie's face? I can
Yes.
see.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Definitely.
see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is 15, so
Free.
most of all the detox stuff is kind of over, and that was just waves. I mean, all you do is add a little more lemon to your water and whatever else you do for a little detox,
Mm.
because it does move things around. And when those pathways are clogged up, you're going to get a little detox. So,
Yeah,
but
Also
it wasn't
just
bad.
Drink
Water,
more
water, water.
Yep, drink
Yeah.
a lot of water. Yep.
Yeah.
And I found when I put the oil in my water, I don't drink as much water.
Oh,
So I haven't been putting the oil in my water. And for me, it's the peppermint in the mix that I don't like. And that's just me
Interesting.
personally.
Yeah.
And and it's hard for me to get one drop, because I'll try, I'll get 3 drops out of there, and it's too
Yeah.
much, because I do take the soft gels 3 times a day. I do the Advantage o'clock, and I usually take my Assist after my meal. I don't know if it's the biggest meal or not, or I forget. Half the time I forget it because I'm not in that habit. So I take it after. It's still working. It
Yeah.
still seems to work. So
yeah.
yeah, no, it's pretty
They
awesome.
said not to.
Pretty awesome.
They said
Sometimes
not
I question, is this even legal?
I know.
Well, thank you so
It's
much.
amazing.
ladies. Thank you so much for being on our call tonight. Thank you.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Thank you
I'm
for
Right.
doing this and for being such sources of great information.